Hello guys, in today's video we are going to see about the Air Act which was enacted in the year 1981. Guys, I'll be showing you only the main points here, and I'll be explaining you with all the points orally, so make sure that you listen to the video carefully and then write all the points. Also in between this in the video itself, there are few concepts which are already discussed in the previous videos like Water Acts, Environment Act, so I won't be discussing here. I'll just mention those subheadings. Please go through those videos and listen to the video carefully. And one more thing is, so all these acts will be similar, they'll have the same sub concepts. The only thing is you have to modify the few words. I'll be telling like where you have to modify, so listen to any one act, get well prepared with one act perfectly, and then try to modify it for all the acts. Okay, now let's see this Air Pollution Act or Air Act. So the Air Prevention and Control of the Pollution Act was enacted by the Parliament in the 32nd year of the Republic of India under the Article 253. So the main provisions of the Act are prevent, control and mitigate air pollution, setting up the central and state pollution control boards, authorize the boards to effectively implement the Act. So see here, prevent, control and mitigate air pollution. If it is water pollution, you have to just replace it with the water. Environment, wildlife. So like this, all these points will be common, so you have to make sure that like which point need to be modified. Okay, and then setting up this boards and authorizing this is common for every. And then now let's see in detail about this Air Act. Okay, the different types of air pollutants like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, lead, smoke and volatile organic components. So these are generated from different sources, right? Like industries, power plants, automobiles, etc. So what happens is, under this act, for example, if any industry, power plant or automobile need to be set up, then they should get a consent from the state or central board prior to the setting up the industry. Okay, and without the consent they cannot set up a power plant or industry or automobile in particular region. If they set up like that, they have to face penalties and imprisonments. We'll discuss them in later. Now the important definitions for this act. See, air pollution, air pollutant control equipment. We already know, like we have discussed environment pollution, water pollution. So here you have to just replace it with the air. That is what I said. See, all the definitions for every act will be same. You just have to modify the things according to the act. Okay, I'll not be explaining all these definitions again, and you have to go through previous videos just to get the more information about the definitions. And then power of the boards. See, why I have written this power of the boards, because there will be few points how you have to frame those sentences. So I have just written important points. The powers, functions of the central and state boards will be common. They'll just differ only by their activities. Like for water, they have to check with the water things. For air, they have to check with the air oxides, like that. So only those things will be differ. So you have to make sure that which things you have to modify again. And now let's see the power of the boards. The Central Pollution Control Board, it was established and constituted in the year 1981 by the Government of India. It has an important role in the abatement and the control of the pollution in the country. So we'll see some of the functions here. Okay, to improve the air quality of the surrounding environment and prevent, control or lessen the air pollution in the country, and then advise the central government regarding the pollution prevention and control in the improvement of air quality, and then raising awareness nationwide for prevention, control or abatement of environmental pollution, to coordinate the activities of various state boards and settle their disputes if there are any, and then provided technical support and advise the state pollution control boards conduct and sponsor research programs relating to the pollution problems, their prevention and control, provide training to the personnel involved in the pollution prevention and control, organize mass awareness programs through mass media, and educate public regarding pollution prevention control. Then collect, compile, and publish technical statistical data regarding the environmental pollutants, and then working out with the various activities like prevention, control, and abatement. Prepare manuals, codes, and guidelines regarding treatment and disposal of sewage. I haven't written all these points. I'm just dictating you the points here. I have written only the important. So basically, the power of the boards will be like training the people, providing the technical support, and then maintaining all the activities, and then raising awareness among the people and all the nationwide. And then we have to advising the governments regarding this pollution prevention activities, and then government making sure that no industry is causing much harm to the environment, here air. Okay, so all these things will be common for all the boards. So you can write few more points on your own as well. And now let's see the functions of the state board. Okay, so just as we discussed earlier, the same functions will have like organize a detailed proposal for the prevention, control, or abatement of the air pollution, and counsel the state government on the matters relating to the prevention, and then gathering and communicating the information, motivating research activities. So work with the central board in arranging training programs. See, because sometimes if state board fail to perform some activities or perform some functions, then the central board has to take it. So if the central board fails, then state board will take. So these two boards will be very mutual in completing the works. Okay, so all the different functions are same as just as the other things. Now let's see some penalties of the violation. So for every act we have penalties, right? So here, if any company or government department or individuals, whoever not complying the rules, they are penalized with imprisonment up to 3 months or with a fine of 10,000 rupees, or sometimes both. If it is very serious, that means that or repeatedly doing the same task again upon penaltying them previously, then they'll have 7 years of imprisonment and a fine of 5,000 per day. Okay, and now few drawbacks of air act. We don't have drawbacks for the previous water act and environment, so we have few here. So because some of the major things are, the offenders or the defaulters of the act are given a 60 days notice period before taking them to the court. That means whoever violating the rules, so they are given 60 days of the notice period before producing them to the court. So now this 60 days is sufficient, more than enough time to destroy all the evidence. Like for example, if a company has damaged a particular environment air, so they'll get a notice like in 60 days you have to submit all your documents, or you have to be in the court. So what they'll do is, in the 60 days they'll just refine the complete process, and then they'll set the total environment quality, air quality, to the normal, and the previously damaged air quality will be those documents will be removed. So what happened is, they have destroyed all the required sufficient enough information or the evidence. So that is one thing. And the industry can be set up outside the air pollution control area with the prior permission of the state pollution control board. So we have areas like where that particular area state board, for that particular area, state or central board, they cannot give the permissions, because they don't have the control of that area. Only they'll concentrate on the areas where the life, humans are residing, or any plants or animals or forest areas. So if the land is waste and it is not under the control of the state and central board, then they any industry can set up directly without the permission of this. See, it's not the matter of the industry where it is being placed, it is how the emissions, even though it is placed in the wasteland, if it is producing more poisonous gases, more harmful gases, then obviously that will spread to the human residing places as well. So that is also causing the environment, but these boards will not have the sufficient permissions to take an action on that industry. And then air pollution, pollutants discharged by the aircraft or ship are excluded from the act. See, most of the aircrafts, what they'll do is they'll just observe the places where we have most forest land area or like empty land. They'll just throw all their effluents from the aircraft. So whatever they do like that for those aircrafts and the ships, they'll not have the permission. Like this particular aircraft is if releasing its chemicals here, or ships are releasing the chemicals into this particular place, so they'll not have the control on those things as well. Okay, thank you.